Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today. Welcome back, everyone. Feels like it's been forever. It's only been 2 days since the last time we live streamed here. And let's get ready to get going here. We got a batch of good games tonight. 2 are on the slate, starting off with the New York Islanders and the Colorado Avalanche, followed later tonight with the Blackhawks and Kings. So we'll get our little preview here out of the way to start off. The Avalanche 19-1-6, first in the NHL, facing off here on the road against the New York Islanders, who are completing a 7-game homestand, and they have a 14-10-3 record so far this season. When we live stream these teams in commentary streams, because that is very important, the Avalanche, when we live stream them, they are 5-2 through 7 games played, and the Islanders are undefeated 3-0 through 3 game streams. So something's gonna give here, that's for sure tonight. Starting goaltenders here are Mackenzie Blackwood, who has played Watch with Nordic games before, and Ilya Sorokin. So 2 goaltenders here who we know very well. Their season stats right now currently: Blackwood 6-0-1, a .930 save percentage, 1.84 goals against average, and Ilya Sorokin 8-8-2, a .905 save percentage so far this season. When you look at these guys, when we live stream them, Ilya Sorokin has one of the best stats as a goaltender when we live stream him in commentary games. We've obviously streamed him 3 times. He is 3-0, has allowed 2 goals on average, and has a .946 save percentage. That .946 save percentage ranks 5th amongst all Watch with Nordic goaltenders and is first with a minimum of 3 games played. So he has been phenomenal here for the Islanders when we live stream him. Also, something that has been highlighted here tonight, it is Brock Nelson's return to the island since being traded from the Islanders to the Colorado Avalanche back in March of this past year. So looking to shape up to be a great game here tonight. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys have had a great day so far, as we are getting ready here to begin the first of 2 tonight. So just before we get started, again, a scheduling update here. We will be live today and Sunday as well. On Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be streaming the Blackhawks and Ducks. So we'll get another Blackhawks game in there as well. That should be a fun thing to follow there too. And then the Anaheim Ducks get in there for another game this season. Monday's going to be a little bit different because there's no 7 o'clock game that I can stream. So we are opting to stream the 10 p.m. game between the Minnesota Wild and the Seattle Kraken. That will be our only game on Monday next week, and then we'll be live on Thursday again, and then all that good stuff. So next week there will only be 3 streams instead of 4. This week there's only 5 streams instead of 4. So again, it's kind of just what I have to deal with, unfortunately. But don't worry, I already have looked towards the Christmas and that last weekend of 2025. We're going to be live for probably a good 10 streams during that week, because I will not be in school. So there you go. But how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I am pumped up to get started here tonight. I really do enjoy doing these. They are so much fun to commentate, so much fun to do. Tallied up the numbers from last month. We racked in over 20,000 views, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. Made over $200, which was great to see. I was thrilled to see that. So thank you all so much for your support here on the commentary streams over the last couple of months. And we get ready for 2 other ones here. Again, these 2, this game, the first one in particular, may not be the biggest game on the slate right now, because obviously there's other games going on. But I will say this, you do got to get all 32 teams in there at some point. So that's kind of why I'm not really putting it in. Who am I rooting for on this game? On this game and the Rangers game, No preference. I would like to see the Islanders continue their winning streak. They've won 3 games in a row when I live stream them. They're a fun team to watch, but Colorado's a fun team too. And then, who are the Rangers playing? Who are the Rangers playing? That's a really good question. No, I commentate the game. If I show the game, I get copyrighted. Rangers are playing the Sens. Yeah, I'll pull for the Rangers just so I can hear my friend be mad about the Rangers losing. Or about his team, the Senators, losing. All right, shots on goal are updated. We'll get ready to get started here in just a moment. This game's taking a little bit longer to get started. But again, highlighted by Matthew Schaefer, rookie for the Islanders, who has been very good to watch. Drafted first overall back in June. Also see Nathan McKinnon there as well. Keep it up, by the way. I watch a lot of the watch-alongs. You really kill it. Cool dude. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try and be cool. Try and have fun. You know, we try and be entertaining here on the channel. Looking at the lineups here. Travis Mitchell. I have no clue who that is. Travis Mitchell. Signed as a free agent by the Islanders in March of 2023. Has played 3 games in his NHL career, has never scored a goal. And they've all been this season, so this is his 4th career game. I've never heard of this guy. Signed as a free agent on March 31st of 2023. He was in Bridgeport for 2 years. I've seen him play in Bridgeport, but it's like, you know, you never really take into account all of the guys. Especially if they're not big prospects. Interesting. I will keep that in mind. All right, so we're still waiting here for the start of this game to begin. But, again, the Avalanche coming off of a win on Tuesday where their starting goaltender, Scott Wedgwood, got injured. So tonight, Mackenzie Blackwood starts. He came in and played a few minutes in that game and played well in relief. As we get ready here to get started, Ilya Sorokin is in net for the Islanders. Mackenzie Blackwood is in net for the Avalanche. As we get pumped up and ready to start the first period here, Mackenzie Blackwood most notably has not lost in regulation yet this season. Now, it is only in 7 games played, but a below 1.84 goals against. Here we go. Brock Nelson in his return to Colorado tonight. Centering there on that first line against former teammate Matthew Barzal. It's Islanders versus Avalanche, and we are underway. Face-off won by the Islanders. They'll take it back into their own zone. It's Pulak now behind the net as Brock Nelson waits in front. And we're going to hear a lot of Nelson talk here. I'm sure they're going to do the tribute video. He was in New York for 9 seasons. D'Angelo now feet to pass to center. Puck is cleared back into the Colorado zone for Brent Burns, who will regroup. And move that one through center. Landeskog down the right side. Brings it into the zone. Doesn't get a shot on. And now the Islanders trying to break it out the other way. Heineman trying to poke check that one forward. Stolen back then by Nathan McKinnon, who will dump that one down low. McKinnon leads the league in goals, assists, and points. Feels like he leads the league in everything. Here's Taze, a shot from the point. Save there. Puck in front for Makar. And it slipped away before he could get to it there. Now down low, Islanders trying to clear. It's kept in by Taze on the right side. Slip back down low. Natchez in front. McKinnon. Save. Rebounds there in front. And it goes wide of Sorokin. Here's D'Angelo. He banks it off the boards. Puck comes out to center. Now Makar regrouping with it. Natchez picks it back up. Natchez to Makar as the Avalanche regroup here in their own zone. Get a line change off. Now a pass into Chushkin, who will dump that one down low. Schaefer gets to that puck on the right side. It's stolen back then and cleared out the center by Holmstrom. And here comes Schaefer the other way. Schaefer with some speed into the zone. Gets tied up. He'll wrap around. And back to the point now. Mayfield shoots it. And it goes wide of Blackwood. Now Jack Drury will move it the other way. Former Carolina Hurricane. It's intercepted there by Schaefer. And taken back then by the Avalanche as they hold it in their own zone. Olofsson. Back then for Girard. Girard to the right side is Bardakov now, who gets tied up there on the boards. Now down low in the corner, Casey Zizekas, who is a longtime Islander, battling for that puck down low with Parker Kelly. And now cleared out to center ice as Manson will look to dump that one down low. Now battling forward here and kicked into the zone. Zizekas now battling forward with Burns. Avalanche try and keep it in. Puck will slide all the way back into the Islanders zone. Now D'Angelo will bank it back into the Colorado end. And Burns picks it up back then on the right side. Nelson to Landeskog. Back then for Colton, who slips on his own skates. And now battling for it down low is Pelech alongside Burns and Colton. Colton will fire that one around. And there's nobody there to retrieve that puck. It'll come out of the zone. 3 minutes gone here in the first period. Only one shot so far. Here's Nelson down the right side. Banks that puck off the boards. Back down low into the Islanders zone. Tisplikov trying to feed it past the center. Kept in by Makar. Makar moves to center a shot. And it goes wide. Nelson up at the point. Colton to Taze on the right side. Taze is Schaefer nearly got a breakaway the other way. And now here come the Islanders through the zone. 2-on-3. Barzal with Lee. Drops it back. Lee shoots it. And it goes wide of Blackwood. At the point now, Mayfield a shot. And it's caught with Mackenzie Blackwood's glove. That'll be the Islanders' first shot of the game. Highlighting the coaches, Patrick Waugh is behind the bench for the Islanders. Jared Bednar is behind the bench for the Avalanche. Waugh in his third season as the Islanders head coach. He's been here for a while now coaching this team. Faceoff coming here now in the Colorado zone. McKinnon will lose the draw. It's at the point now. A shot by Pulak goes wide. Horvat pass in front. And that one slides through the crease. Islanders will be forced to come back here and wait through the zone. Mayfield clears it in now down low. And it goes out of play on that. Here's Jared Bednar. Little profile on him. Bednar has been an Avalanche coach for 10 seasons now. At this point, he's in his 10th year. He has the best record in the NHL right now. 2022 Stanley Cup champion. The Avalanche only one regulation loss so far this year. And keep in mind, we are in December, which is absolutely unbelievable. And we mentioned Nathan McKinnon leading the league in points. He's first in goals. He's first in assists. He leads in every single remark. Or I apologize, he's actually third in assists. Down low now, McKinnon banked off the boards and back out to center. As Malinsky will hold that puck back then for Girard on the right side. Girard past the center. It's intercepted then by Shabanov. Shabanov now past the center. It's intercepted by the Avalanche. Now McKinnon is taken away by Schaefer. Schaefer will bring it back into the New York zone for his team to regroup. Added a bunch of shots to the Colorado shots on goal, the broadcast did. Here's Duclair now, over then for Mitchell. Mitchell down the right side, clears it into the zone. Now taking it back then is Ritchie, who throws it in front. It's intercepted there by Drury. 2-on-2 now the other way. Drury with Nichushkin. It's broken up there now as they battle forward here in the corner. Mitchell alongside Drury. Behind the net. 15 minutes to go here in the first. 5 minutes have gone by. Still no goals scored. Now Duclair breaks the puck free back to Holmstrom here on the right side, who also battles for it. Puck will go back off the right side. Now Mayfield, as the Islanders trying to get it out of the Colorado zone and get some offensive zone pressure. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. We do these live commentary streams every single week. Here's Zizekas now back down low in the Colorado zone. Pass in front, slides through Blackwood's crease. And now Schaefer down low, banks it off the boards. Cleared behind the net. Zizekas trying to wrap that one around. A shot from the point is denied by Blackwood. Rebounds there in front. They're jabbing at it. It's in the crease, and it comes free. Another chance. They score! Kyle McLean on the rebound play, and the Islanders strike first. It was a scramble forward in front. I wonder if the the Avalanche might challenge for goaltender interference, because there was a lot of fighting forward in front. I couldn't tell clearly from my angle. Ooh, they might try and challenge that. That might come back. But Kyle McLean with the goal. It's 1-0 New York until we're told otherwise. And it looks like they are going to take a look at it, as they should. I think, yeah, there's 3 Islanders there in the crease trying to battle for that puck to get it over. It slides free, and then McLean on the goal line shoots it into the net. We'll see if it stands true, but that is McLean's first goal of the season. And this is a hard-working line for the Islanders that was out here. This is not surprising. So they're going to look at it for sure. It looks like they are going to challenge. And they're going to review this play. And it makes sense. Again, I wish I could show you guys on screen. Again, copyright. But Cizikas, Gatcomb, and McLean are all in the crease or around the crease, battling for that puck on Blackwood. It does eventually come free. It slides away, and then McLean takes it and just puts it on net. And it does go in. So if the goal does stand, it'll be McLean's first of the year unassisted. But I'm not sure if this one will stay the way it is. McLean so far this year, only 13 games played, 126 games played in his entire NHL career. You look at the Islanders, this is McLean's first goal and point in a live commentary stream. So, fun little tidbit there. I know some of you guys do like to know about that stuff. So, we'll see if this goal does stand. Looks like they're still looking at this here. Again, the referees are the only ones that look at this. The other officials cannot. That being the linesman. And immediately Bednar was like, all right. Again, you never know with goalie interference. Sometimes it can go different ways. Is that Dave Hackstall? Oh, wow, that is Dave Hackstall. You learn something new every day. I did not know Dave Hackstall was an Avalanche assistant coach. Islanders broadcasters also do think it's goalie interference, so that should tell you something. Again, we'll see what amounts to this, but my bet is it is goalie interference, just from the look of how many Islanders players are in the crease. But again, with goalie interference, you never freaking know. Yeah, even the Islanders broadcasters are saying they think this comes back. So that's unfortunate, but it does happen. Again, it hasn't even been officially called yet. You never know with some of these officials. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to like the stream as well. If you like the stream, it brings more people in and helps out with the overall engagement. And here's the call. What? Wow, they let that stand? Wow. I guess maybe because the puck came away. But I don't know. Did Blackwood really have enough time to get up and react? Wow. The call is a good goal. I'm a little surprised by that. I'm not going to lie. Kyle McLean. So they will give him assists. Assisted by Ryan Pulak and Mark Gatcomb. And with that, it will give the Islanders a power play because, again, whenever you challenge and it doesn't go your way, you get a 2-minute delay of game penalty. So Zakhar Bardakov will serve that penalty, and not only do the Islanders have a 1-0 lead, they have a power play here. So let's see what they can do. Here's Matt Barzal now off the faceoff. We'll move this one through center. Pass to Horvat now on the right side. Puck goes down low. Taves battling forward here. It's cleared immediately. Or at least they try to clear it, and it does come out of the zone, and the Islanders are forced to regroup. Duclair back to Schaefer. As the Islanders will move this one back on the right side. Now it's Shabanov to Barzal. Barzal to Shabanov. Shabanov. Sorry, that's how you say it. To Duclair. To Shabanov. At the point now, Schaefer shoots it. Save rebounds there in front. They jab on Blackwood. And Blackwood does make the save. And some pressure here by the Islanders. I'm not sure why they keep changing this. It's making me a little annoyed. And some pressure here by Duclair, and, you know, getting those rebounds in front, being there, screening the goalie, and trying to jab at that puck there, get that one through the 5-hole. Horvat here now versus Nelson. And they'll pull Nelson out. Now it's Kiviranta. Faceoff's one here now by the Avalanche. Manson will clear it out. Nelson to the right side. Kiviranta shorthanded a shot. Goes up above Sorokin. And now New York will hold the puck. Schaefer moving it through center. Shots are 4 apiece here in this first period. Now Barzal banks it off the boards behind the net. Stolen back then by Manson. Manson clears out to center. Schaefer through the zone will bring that one in. Now Shabanov battling forward here on the right side. Puck down low. Duclair. Played back to Barzal. Barzal to Schaefer. Schaefer holds. Horvat. Down low, Schaefer. He'll take it behind the net. Pass in front. And Barzal could not keep that one on his skates. He will keep it in the zone. And eventually gets pressured too hard, so the Avalanche will clear that one the other way with 15 seconds to go on the power play. So that will pretty much do it for that power play. But nonetheless, the Islanders still lead 1-0. Now, the biggest thing that you don't want to do is give the Avalanche a power play. That's the biggest problem. So the power play officially does end. Good kill by the Avalanche. Only 2 shots on goal in that power play. Here's Girard now battling for it down low with Lee. Behind the net, Malinsky trying to race for that one. Down low, Holmstrom trying to battle for that one alongside Ritchie. Now, here's Lee in the corner. Bank that around the boards. Now, D'Angelo behind the net. As Colorado looking to poke that one ahead. Puck in front. And Ritchie almost got a shot on goal, but it was not meant to be. Here's a 2-on-1 now the other way. Bardakov with Drury. Bardakov in front. And a pass too high there for Drury to get that pass on the back door. Kind of flicked it up in the air a little bit too high, and he could not control it. So the Islanders will get that puck and regroup. Here's Holmstrom now. Feet to pass down low now. Pelech behind the net for Pulock. Fed to center as Heineman races for it. Taken back then by Devon Tays. Still in a different world. Olofsson now battling for it behind the net. Puck gets free. Pulock to Heineman. Heineman up to Horvat. Horvat with some speed into the zone. Gets it through. Saved by Blackwood as the puck slid into him. And just under halfway through the first period, the Islanders have the opening goal. It is a 1-0 lead for New York. Oh no, they're doing the Brock Nelson tribute. So this is Brock Nelson's return to the island tonight. And they're showing the tribute video to him, obviously. Longtime New York Islander. I don't think Islanders fans have any hate for this guy. In an era where there wasn't a lot of scoring for New York, Brock Nelson was the one that scored a lot of goals when they needed them. 9 seasons with the Islanders. And you can see I'm getting a little bit emotional here. I've never seen these live. And now they'll give a tribute to Nelson. Brock Nelson traded for Callum Ritchie, ironically enough. So kind of funny how he's playing tonight too against Nelson. But you knew there was going to be a tribute for him. Longtime New York Islander, and it's become a tradition here in hockey over the last however many years to give a tribute to a player. Especially in this instance, they're not hated. Unlike John Tavares, who received a lot of hate when he left the island, but that was for a different scenario / different instance, obviously. So, we'll just ignore that. That being said, then let's get ready here for the continuance of this first period. 10:47 left to go. Shots are actually 9-4 in favor of New York. Face-off coming here now in the Colorado zone. It's won by the Avalanche. Here's Natchez now down the right side. Lehkonen to Natchez here as he tries to bring it into the zone. Fed back over then McKinnon. McKinnon to Taves. Taves brings it in, a shot. And it goes up off a stick and out of play. That's a chance there for Taves is swiftly denied with 10:31 left to go. There's Brock Nelson's family, who are here in attendance. Face-off here now in the New York zone. It'll be Cizikas versus Nelson. And it's won back then by the Islanders. Cleared out to center. Tisplikov trying to rush for that puck. Will bank it off the boards back. And it's offsides. So you can just forget that. And the broadcaster's talking about Brock Nelson. Good two-way play, too. Many people don't really acknowledge that. Especially in New York. He had really good two-way play. So face-off comes here at center ice. And it's won back then by Colorado through the zone as Natchez tried to get that puck. It's broken off the boards then by the Islanders. Manson steals it back. Barzal intercepts. He'll try clearing it down low. It's inside a couple players' skates, and now Manson will break it into the zone. Here's Landeskog with some rim. A shot goes above Sorokin and back down low to the corner on the right side. Islanders trying to clear. The Avalanche just do it for them. Now Burns here back over then for Colton. Colton will look for options. He'll just backhand it down low into the zone. It's stolen back then by DeAngelo. DeAngelo to Duclair. Duclair into the zone. Backhand save by Blackwood. Rebound is kicked away, and the Islanders have it back. Barzal, pass in front. What a save by Blackwood. They're jabbing at it, and they can't get it through. I think it was Simon Holmstrom who was there on that backdoor pass, and Blackwood kept it out with his pad. At the point now, DeAngelo to the right side, a shot. And it goes wide and out of play on a chance from Gatcombe. 9:17 left to go in the first period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Islanders in Brock Nelson's return. What's up, Bon? How we doing? Welcome to the stream, bro. It's good to see you here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We are about 110 away. So anything is greatly appreciated. Make sure you like. Yes, please make sure you like the stream as well. Helps out with the overall engagement. And why is Colin Jones messaging me? All right, back here from commercial break. Face-off now in the Colorado zone. 9:17 left to go in the first period. Islanders lead by 1. Face-off won by New York at the point. Islanders have had control here for the majority of this game. Shot from the point, saved by Blackwood. And Ritchie was there trying to battle for that puck. He is playing his former team tonight. Never played, I think he played like 1 or 2 games for them before he went back to juniors and then was obviously traded midway through last year. These two teams have faced off before this season. They played on November 16th, which resulted in a 4-1 win for Colorado. Avalanche looking to get the season sweep here tonight. And they're going to have to do it from behind, which is not very difficult. They love to score goals. Nichushkin now battling for with Zizekas, picked up then by Pelech behind the net. Pelech cleared up on the right side of the boards here now as the Islanders take it back through center. Mark Gatcomb battling for that one in the zone. Malinsky gets to it first. Avalanche will try and move the puck the other way. Broken off then by Pulock. Back over to Gatcomb, who will clear that one way high in the air. And down low. Avalanche regroup. Malinsky through center. Puck is dumped back into the Islanders zone. Pulock here thrown out to center. Here come the Isles the other way. Horvat, a pass back up on the right side to Heineman, and he tried getting that one back to Horvat, but it was broken up swiftly by the Avs. Schaefer keeps that puck in. Now Natchez back over to Lehkonen. Lehkonen here to Natchez now as he moves that one through the zone to McKinnon. McKinnon to center, a shot. Save there, rebounds in front. They jab at Sorokin, and he keeps it out. Makar at the point. Cleared back behind the net then, Natchez trying to get around Schaefer. Natchez now down the right side, will wait, drops it back, and it's intercepted then by Schaefer. Here he comes the other way. Schaefer gets tied up there by Natchez. He still gets that puck first, and he tried to throw it to center, but it was swiftly denied, and we will get a penalty here on Natchez, who interfered with Schaefer. And you could tell because Natchez was not letting Schaefer get to that puck. And that is textbook interference. And the Islanders will go to the power play for the second time tonight. They have pressured Mackenzie Blackwood to no end. They have gotten a goal past him, but the pressure has been unreal. So Natchez to the box now, and the Islanders will go on their first power play. Face-off here now, won by Colorado. Burns will immediately clear that one out to center ice. Now Schaefer holds the puck. He'll drop it back then for Barzal. Barzal through center, down the right side. Now Horvat trying to backhand that one up. It's kept in by Duclair. Avalanche want a penalty here. It looks like they're not going to get one. Avalanche do get the puck back, though. They'll come down the other way shorthanded. Manson holds it at the red line. We'll clear that one in. Now here's Brock Nelson in his own team zone. Turnover there as Schaefer steals the puck back. Now Shabanov fed back to Barzal. Barzal with some room. Looks, waits as the Islanders set up. Schaefer now in the zone. To Barzal on the right hash mark. Barzal to Duclair on the goal line. Back to Barzal. To Schaefer at the point. Back to Barzal. Barzal tied up now by Makar. He'll clear that one down low. Avalanche will get it and clear it the other way. Second unit out here now for the Islanders. D'Angelo will move it back here down the right side. Banks it off the boards. Now over then for Holmstrom. Holmstrom through center. What a move. Loses the puck. If he could have kept that, that would have been an unbelievable play. If he could have finished it, but he could not. Holmstrom now at the point to D'Angelo. Shoots it in down low. Now Leah's shot saved by Blackwood. He'll cover that one up. Holmstrom does previously have a power play goal in a live commentary stream. I remember the clip. Good movement here by New York. They're getting opportunities on Blackwood, and they're not just like lousy opportunities either. They're grade A chances. 30 seconds to go on the power play, 6 minutes to go in the period. Here's Nichushkin now battling for it on the right side. Picked up then by Drury, as he will backhand that one down into the Islanders zone. And back over then for D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo now through center. Islanders have it as they bring it in. Now Heineman on the right side. Waits, fires it. And it goes wide. Now behind the net, Holmstrom. Holmstrom pass in front is broken up there by the Avs. Heineman a backhand. And it's wide. Penalty will expire, and we are all even here. Here's Natchez now since breakaway now for Kiviranta. A shot. Saved by Sorkin. Rebounds there, and that one is also denied. Kiviranta now to Girard. Shot from the net there is denied from the point. Islanders trying to clear. Now Girard. Drops it back then for Malinsky. Shots are 15-10 here in the first period. McKinnon to center, a shot. Save there by Sorokin. Natchez now on the right side, back for McKinnon, down low in the corner. Nathan McKinnon, tied up there by Pulak and Pelech. And it's still stuck in the corner. Finally, it does come free. Now Zizekas on the right side, backhands it off the boards and all the way back into the Avalanche zone. Not enough, though, for an icing. Malinsky battling for it with McLean. McLean does win the battle. He's tied up there against the boards. Picked back up then by the Avs. And Natchez now will send McKinnon 2-on-2 the other way. McKinnon to Lehkonen in front. And Natchez could not get there in time. Here come the Islanders now the other way. Tisplikov 3-on-3. Shot back down low behind Blackwood. Now Makar to the right side to McKinnon. Back to Makar here now, who will move it through center. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Islanders steal it back. Barzal dekes it in. Tisplikov to Horvat now down low. Tisplikov a shot. And that one goes off of Blackwood back down low. Taze clears it up and out of the zone. Now Schaefer regroups with it. Matthew Schaefer here dekes it through center. Tisplikov brings it in. Back over then for Schaefer on the right side. Matthew Schaefer trying to skate around here. Will attempt to move it to center. Pass in front then. And cleared back down low. Lee trying to move that one to center. Back then on the right side for Barzal. Barzal trying to get that puck in front. Avalanche are keeping the Islanders to the outside in this sequence. Back out in the defensive zone now as Colorado gets it back. Nelson, a shot, is gloved by Sorokin. 3:03 left to go here in the first period. The Islanders still have a 1-0 lead up to this point. A lot of other games going on in the NHL tonight. We will be live for another one later on. That will be Blackhawks and Kings. It'll be Spencer Knight and Connor Bedard against Anze Kopitar. and Darcy Kemper and the Kings. Some fun tidbits here. Looking at the Watch with Nordic all-time stats, Nathan MacKinnon ranks 18th all-time in points by a Watch with Nordic player. He is amongst the top 3. Tied for 3rd in goals, however. He is 9. Marty Nate is up there too, has 11 points. He's ranked 24th amongst all Watch with Nordic skaters. The New York Islander with the most points is Jonathan Drouin, 5 points in his career, alongside Bo Horvat, who also has 4 goals, including an overtime winning goal last year against Montreal when we live stream him. Some players do better when I live stream them. And I know some people may not care about that, but it's the fun stats that we love to track. Still in commercial break here as we look ahead. So Kyle McLean, the only goal so far tonight from Pulak and Gatcombe. It's McLean's first goal of the season. Face-off now in the New York zone is won back by the Islanders. Schaefer clears out, or at least tries to. Heineman will get it out to center. Manson up then for Nichushkin. Pass misses him. The Islanders will get it back in their own zone. And they will have some room here. With speed, Shabanov into the zone is broken up then by Landeskog. Intercepted there. Brent Burns backhands it behind the net. And now Manson will hold it here. He'll come through center. Right side now McKinnon. Dekes it into the zone. He's got 4 Islanders stacking up against him. Pass in front then. Over a chance, and Manson with a shot there is denied by Sorokin. A lot of shots here tonight. Both goaltenders have played very well. I know Blackwood has allowed a goal tonight, but both goalies are looking good. So good chances here for Colorado. A lot of what I'm noticing is they all seem to be drifting towards McKinnon, that being the Islanders' defense, that they're leaving a lot of Colorado players open for some opportunities. Puck down low in the New York zone. Drury battling for it alongside Mayfield. Olofsson's there too. Puck finally comes 3 up to the point then on the right side. Malinsky waits, shoots it. Saved by Sorokin as he has that rebound. And now we get some pushing and shoving from Mitchell and Drury. Travis Mitchell in his 4th NHL game was called up from Bridgeport. And great plays here by Sorokin. The shots are now even at 15. As Colorado's offense is starting to awake here. Face off again now in the Islander zone. Nelson versus Barzal. Avalanche win the draw. Gerard down low, fed to the point. Landeskog a shot, tipped in front, and back over then for Barzal. 3-on-2 the other way. Barzal into the zone, gets held up there by Landeskog, spins it around, looks for options. Pass over then to Lee, a shot. He scores! The captain, Anders Lee, on a nice cross-seam pass from Matt Barzal. And the Islanders lead by 2. His 6th of the season. It's not often Mackenzie Blackwood allows more than 1 goal. And Matt Barzal, nice movement there. Great creativity. He notices Lee open. And he shoots that one right top corner on Mackenzie Blackwood, and the Islanders have a 2-0 lead here in this opening period. And now the Islanders have a 2-0 lead here in the opening period. Center ice now, Shabanov fed over, then Horvat, pass in front. And Horvat tried doing a little bit too much there, tried to getting it back to Heineman. And it was not meant to be. Here come the Avalanche now the other way with speed. Natchez into the zone. Intercepted there by the Islanders. Cleared back out to center. Here they come the other way. Horvat tried to deke around Makar. And Makar did get that poke check off. Now Makar. Over on the right side to Natchez. Last minute of play here in the opening period. Islanders with the 2-0 lead. Pulock. Fed out to center. As Shabanov tried getting that pass, and it was also not meant to be. It was an icing. Anders Lee is 6th of the year, assisted by Barzal. And the Islanders here lead by 2 goals. That is Lee's first goal in a commentary stream. Face-off won by the Avalanche. Puck goes back down low into the corner. Burns at the point. Shoots that one. And it is blocked in front. Now Nichushkin with 40 seconds to go. On the right side. Cleared back now behind the net. Olofsson. Puck slides through his feet. He gets it back up to Burns. Burns tries deking around Holmstrom. Burns a shot. And denied there by Blackwood. Taken back then by Ciziquez. Behind the net as the Islanders try and clear it away. And they will get it out to center with 15 seconds left. One last push here for Colorado. Quickly broken up. Back out to center now. Drury trying to bring that one in. As Pelech now regroups on the right side. 5 seconds to go. Cleared back out to center. And the Islanders, who played a hard period but a good period. They were outshot 18-16, but they have the 2-0 lead through 20 minutes of play. Ilya Sorokin, 18 saves on 18 shots. He has been awesome here tonight. And we will head to the first intermission with a 2-0 lead for the New York Islanders. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of the second period momentarily. And as always, be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. We're going to edit a clip of the Anders Lee goal. And then we will also be updating the all-time scoring sheet. So stick around, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please subscribe down below if you're new. Also, like the stream, too. It's not common we see the Avalanche down like this in a game. Funny little tidbit on that goal. The Avalanche, or Anders Lee has tied Brock Nelson for 5th most goals in Islanders history. All right, just updating this real quick. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Shocked to see 2-0. Yeah, it is a little bit surprising. But it does happen. Not every team is going to go perfect like the Avalanche have forever. They haven't lost a game in regulation since mid-October. They didn't lose in regulation at all in the month of November. which, by the way, tomorrow is November Power Rankings. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it done tonight, so it may come out later tomorrow. I'm sure you guys won't have a problem with that. Definitely not, right? Nobody's going to get mad at that, right? Fireball, blaze, and apple. That sounds interesting. I had a fireball once. Gerard down low, fed the ball. Zell, 3-on-2 the other. 3-on-2 the other way. Barzell into the zone, gets held up there by Landeskog. Hey, Barzell into the zone, gets held up there by Landeskog, spins it around, looks for options. Pass over then to Lee, a shot. He scores! Held up, spins it. Pass over then to Lee, a shot. He scores! All right, there you go. The captain, Anders Lee, on a nice cross-team pass from Matt Barzell. And the Islanders lead by 2. Barzell. 2-zip. Islanders leads here at the end of 20 minutes of play. Let's go through some of these stats here. So 2 goals, obviously, from Kyle McLean and Anders Lee. McLean's first goal of the season, Lee's 6th of the season, assisted by Pulock and Gakum on that first goal. And Barzell picks up an A on that second goal. Yeah, I'm still a little bit surprised that that one call went in the Islanders' favor. Still a little bit shocked by that, I'm not going to lie. All right, that is uploaded. How's the quality and everything? The quality's been a lot better the last couple of streams since I figured out the issue. It's good? Good to hear. Good to hear. All right, perfect. That is uploaded. All right, now it's time to update the all-time score sheet. Exit out of that. Can get out of my lazy chair and start typing away. Fun fact, Ilya Sorokin is one of the only goaltenders to have a point in a live commentary stream. He has 2 of them. So, fun fact there. $220. Yes, sir, Jordan. Ryan Pulak. What do you mean by Vegas made the call? No way they're losing to the Islanders. Yeah, we'll see. Still 40 minutes to go. The Avalanche did outshoot them, so you do have to factor that in. The Avalanche did outshoot them, so there's still plenty of time for them to come back. All they need is a quick and easy one, and boom, they're back in this. Where is Barzal? There he is. Barzal does, fun fact, have an overtime winner. We commentated him earlier this season in a game against the New Jersey Devils. Who am I going for? I'm pulling for the Avalanche. I think I said Avs at the beginning, right? I'm pulling for the Avs. I think what they're doing is pretty fun to watch. You just hope that continues. Wow, they have the Nelson family on the intermission report on the Islanders broadcast. Goaltending stats here through this game so far. Mackenzie Blackwood, .875, 14 saves on 16 shots. He's been good, though, regardless of that. And then you also have Ilya Sorokin, 19 saves on 19 shots. He has a perfect game so far through 20 minutes of play. You want Islanders to win? I mean, it would be cool to see the Islanders win, though. I will say that. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly. So, we will see. But about 6 or 7 minutes. See what I did there until the start of the second period. Let's go look around the scores in the NHL currently. Again, there's a bunch of games going on right now. So looking at the scores, Bruins are up 2-0 on the Blues after 20 minutes of play. Morgan Geekie scores another goal. Rangers are up 2-1 on the Senators. Penguins are up 1-0 on the Lightning. Panthers are up 1-0 on the Predators. Maple Leafs are up 2-1 on the Hurricanes. Jackets and Wings just started, tied at 0. And then 3 other games tonight. Wild and Flames, Kraken and Oilers, and then Blackhawks and Kings is the later slate. So we will be live for Blackhawks and Kings tonight. Still looking for the first win as a Blackhawk. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. Trying to get to 4,000 subs. 5 minutes or so till the start of the second period. Just looking at the stat sheet here. Again, we'll be live on Sunday as well for Ducks and Blackhawks, followed by on Monday. I think it's Wild in Seattle is what I said. I'll find out in a moment. I think it's Wild in Seattle. Yeah, Wild Seattle. So that'll be our plan on Monday. Let me add that. I'll see if I can get the Maple Leafs Lightning game. It's at 7:30. I just problem is with that we got to overlap and go right into it, and I don't have time to set myself up between, but I'll see. We also haven't done any of those teams in a while. That being Wild or Kraken. It's been a while. Last time we did the Wild was back in October. So it's been a hot minute. I did want to just get one in for them. Tonight is our 40th stream of the season. This is number 39. Our Blackhawks King stream will be stream number 40 on the season before we're even at Christmas break. Yeah, we're going to get a bunch in before the end of the year. All right, second period up next after this last commercial break. And we'll see if the Avalanche can come back or if the Islanders will be able to sustain the lead and get the win. Second period, getting ready to start here in a moment. In a minute moment. Okay, here we go. Start of the second period between the New York Islanders and the Colorado Avalanche. First period recap. Goals were scored by Kyle McLean and Anders Lee as we get ready for puck drop here in just a moment. Islanders looking to continue their streak of games here. This is their last game at home and a massive 7-game homestand before they go on the road over the weekend. Here we go. Face-off coming up here in just a moment. Again, as I highlighted in the game, Anders Lee finds himself tied with Brock Nelson now for 5th most goals in Islanders history. So he moves on to the top 5. What are my thoughts on both jerseys? I'm a fan of both. Both the Hawks and the Stars jerseys are great. All right, second period here is underway. It's Nelson versus Barzal. Nelson will win the draw. Back out to center here as the Avalanche try and bring it into the zone. Nelson on the right side, puck to center as Colorado tried to battle for it. Down low here in the corner. After the point, then Landeskog on the right side now taking it behind the net. Landeskog clears that one down low. Pass in front broken up there now. Taken back by Colton, who feeds it up to the point. Manson back on the right side. Pelech intercepts that one. And backhands it back out to center. Here's Lee now. Feeds it past to Barzal. Barzal with some room now in the Avalanche zone will look for an option. Tries shooting that one on Blackwood and ends up going up in the air and back to the right side. And stolen back then by Barzal. Moves to center a shot. And it goes wide. Barzal in the Colorado zone. Off the bench now into the zone. Pulock a shot. Is blocked in front. And Colorado will clear out to center. And now it's a race between Schaefer and Lehkonen, and Lehkonen cross-checks Schaefer into the boards. And that's going to be a penalty. That was a dangerous play. Schaefer looks okay. That's why I stuttered there for a moment. He looks okay. Stars use alternate jersey as a home and make an away jersey version. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know if they'll go back to that design, though. So, Artturi Lehkonen will head to the box here for a check into the boards. And the Islanders will get their 3rd power play of the night. With a 2-0 lead. Lehkonen for cross-checking. A little bit of a dirty play, but you are battling for the puck, so it is what it is. We'll see what happens here now on the Islanders power play. Face-off coming here in the Colorado zone. Islanders have had 2 power plays here tonight. They are 0 for 2. Face-off now won by New York. Barzal behind the net. Feeds it up to the point. Schaefer to center. A shot. And it's blocked. And cleared by Colorado down the other way. Sorokin, because I was meant to play the puck. Schaefer to Shabanov. Battling for it now on the right side. Barzal trying to get to it as Parker Kelly trips on his own skate. Now they jab for it here in the corner. And we have a penalty. Wait a second. What? I hope it's not for that trip because I'm pretty sure Kelly slipped on himself. Interesting. So the Islanders will take a penalty only 30 seconds into their power play. Barzal's like, what the hell? Let's take a look at this. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible call. Yeah, the ref, oh my gosh, no way. Anders Lee tripped, Parker Kelly tripped on the puck, and they thought Anders Lee tripped him. You are on the other side of the rink. So the linesman who's in the Colorado zone doesn't call it a penalty, but the other guy who is on the other side of the ice, whatever. 4-on-4 here now. Islanders have the puck down the right side. Pulock into the Colorado zone. Battling for it here in the corner now with Taze. To the right side now out to center Nichushkin. We'll bring it back now to regroup. The worst thing you can do is give the Avalanche a power play. And they're going to get one for 30 seconds. But first off, 4-on-4. Holmstrom. About a minute here of 4-on-4 hockey. Cleared back up to the point now. Pelech on the right side trying to bring that one through past McKinnon. They're still jabbing at that puck now. Taze will bank it off the boards. Back over then for Makar. Shots are 19-18 here in favor of the Avalanche in this middle frame. And Makar will hold on to the puck as his team makes a line change. Here they come through the zone. Ross Colton drops it back. Clear down low. Malinsky with some room. A shot. And a blocker save there by Sorokin. Now here come the Isles the other way. It's Ritchie. 2-on-1 with Schaefer. Drop back to Heineman. It's tied up there by Nelson. What a play by the Avalanche. Kept in though by the Islanders. Heineman a shot. It goes off of Girard and back down low to the corner. Battling forward here now. Gatcombe gets it up to the point to Schaefer. He will take it out of the zone and regroup in his own end, letting his team get a line change. And now we have a Colorado power play. Here's Holmstrom, short-handed pass in front. Schaefer shoots it wide of Blackwood. Now Horvat gets it back. He'll bring it back into his own team zone. Back to Holmstrom now short-handed. Holmstrom, pass back. Islanders have had control of this entire Avalanche power play. It's dumped back into the Colorado zone and taken back by New York again. Holmstrom will send it back down low. Now Pulock battling forward end. It won't matter because we have a penalty. Or do we? Was it a high stick? I digress. It was a high stick. Never mind. Never mind. Disregard what I said. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. 2 seconds to go on the power play, and that will do it. Good kill by the Islanders. Now battling for it down low here in the Avalanche zone. Pass in front. Bertisplikov goes wide. Now on the right side, Pulock a shot. Goes back down low. Here's Lee. Behind the net. Back over then to Barzal. Barzal to Lee. Intercepted. Mayfield keeps it in the zone. Back to Barzal. He gets poke checked away there by Manson, but does get it right back. Shot on net is saved there by Blackwood. And the rebound is taken back then by the Avalanche. Natchez through center. Nathan McKinnon now racing for it. McKinnon behind the net. Looking for options here. Pass up to the point. Taze to McKinnon. What a move. Dekes around, loses the puck last second. And it's cleared out of the zone by New York. And the puck goes up and out of play on that sequence. Shots are 20-19 in favor of Colorado, but we have not seen a goal so far tonight. Two 2-0 Islanders with 15:23 left to go in the second. Face-off. Here in neutral zone territory, Olofsson versus Ritchie. And the Islanders win the draw. D'Angelo on the right side. Try to clear that one out to center. Islanders have it. Pelech will dump it in now down low. Played back then for Olofsson. Kept in, though, by the Islanders. On the right side to the point. D'Angelo to Pelech. A shot. Saved by Blackwood. And the game stays even in terms of shots on goal. It's been a very even game from that perspective. Shots and opportunities for both teams. What I thought would not be that great of a game, just because of the fact that, you know, these are two teams we don't stream very often. It's been a fun one here. I've enjoyed this. Face-off here now in the Colorado zone. Won by the Islanders. Mitchell at the point, a shot. Goes back now behind the net. Holmstrom battling for it down low. McLean tries throwing that one in front to Gatcombe. Taken back then by Zizekas, who's hit into the boards then by Bardakov. Now Kelly, who's cross-checked down low. Back to Zizekas now in the corner as they still battle for that puck. Zizekas to the point. Mayfield. Dekes around now to the right side. Mayfield trying to look for options. Now McLean behind the Islanders' net. Gatcombe down low to the point. Mayfield a shot. Saved by Blackwood. And this Islanders' fourth line getting their fair share of chances here tonight. Shots stay 20 apiece. What a shift from that fourth line. Wow. .14:22 remaining here in the second period. Islanders have a 2-0 lead. It's been a very even hockey game here so far. Now Nelson versus Barzal. Face-off is won by the Avs. Girard will take it behind the Colorado net and hold that puck. Girard looks. Pass to Natchez. Nelson to Malinsky. Malinsky tries to bring it in. He's hit by Tisplikov, and they'll try and clear, but it's kept in, though, by the Avalanche. Intercepted. Now Barzal the other way. Barzal with some speed. Pass to Lee. Pass in front. And that nearly got through there over for, I think that was D'Angelo who was on the rush. But too little, too late. Islanders tried to clear that one the other way. Stolen back then by Natchez. Top line now for Colorado. McKinnon to the center. A shot. And it's blocked as it goes up in the air. And cleared away then by the Islanders. Tisplikov will look for options. He'll dump that one down low into the Avalanche zone as Manson will hold it. Manson now to McKinnon. McKinnon drops it back to Natchez. Natchez through the zone. Tried to move it to center. It's intercepted there by New York. Back up then for Schaefer on the right side. 3-on-2. Schaefer breaks it into the zone. Horvat moves in. Fires it. Save. Rebounds there in front. They shoot at it. And it comes free. Schaefer another chance. Save. Rebound. They score! Bo Horvat. The guy who can't stop scoring. It's 3-0 New York. Chance after chance after chance. Bo Horvat, his 17th goal of the season. And it all starts from Matthew Schaefer, who breaks that puck into the zone. They keep getting chances. He does get that rebound back on Blackwood, and Horvat says, yeah, I'll tuck that one right through. Bo Horvat, his 17th goal of the season. It's 3-0 Islanders. Horvat, his 17th goal of the season, his 5th in a commentary stream. Assisted by Matthew Schaefer, his 12th assist of the year. And his 20th point as a rookie. Shots are 23-20 in favor of the Islanders as they are giving it to the best team in the NHL. With 12:56 left to go in the second. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. This game is not over yet. Don't think this game's over. It's not. The score may seem like it is, but this game's a long way from being done. Islanders with a 3-0 lead here. Mackenzie Blackwood, 20 saves on 23 shots, has an .870 save percentage. Regardless, he's still played very well tonight. Sorokin stopped all 20 shots he's faced. Has a perfect game so far. I'm not going to say it just yet because we're not even halfway through the game. But Sorokin's looked very good. And again, Ilya Sorokin is, I should say, one of the best players in live commentary streams. Again, those who have followed for a while here, you will know that in games when we live stream Sorokin, he plays very, very well. So assist on that Horvat goal are from Schaefer and Pulak, making it a 3-0 lead here for the Islanders. Face-off, won by New York. Cleared into the zone now by Gatcomb on the right side. Now McLean battling for it. Behind the net, Devon Tays banked off the boards now by Kelly. See ya, Bon. Have a good night, bro. Islanders still battling for that puck. McLean fighting forward here down low. Goes back behind the net. Now Makar holds it here for the Avalanche. Here's Makar now down the right side. Horvat's on a 3-game goal streak as his success continues. Here's McLean now down the right side. We'll clear that one into the Avalanche zone. Girard banked off the boards then. And kept in, though, by Barzal. Barzal in the Avalanche zone. Pelech, a shot. Save, rebound, they score! It slipped through Mackenzie Blackwood. It's Adam Pelech. It's 4-0 Islanders. I'm even at a loss for words. It's the 4th goal on 25 shots. Adam Pelech, his first goal of the season. It is 4-0 Islanders. Really? Wow. 12 minutes left to go here in the second period. Islanders here with a 4-0 lead. Now Barzal brings it into the zone. Skates it back around. Shot on goal there. Saved by Blackwood. Nichushkin here now on the right side. Kick back up then for Nelson. Nelson to Girard. Shots are 10-1 Islanders in this second period. They have absolutely pummeled Mackenzie Blackwood tonight. Horvat battling for it now on the right side. Avalanche get it back. Nelson to Malinsky at the point. They score. Tipped in front. I think it was by Valerie Nichushkin. And the Avalanche have struck gold. And have struck back. And there goes Sorokin's shutout. It's 4-1. There is half a game left to go, so I would not count out the Avalanche just yet. They've done this many times before. It would not be the first time at all. But it looks like it was tipped in front by... It may not have been tipped in front at all. Actually, it might have been Sam Malinsky on the goal. No, it was tipped in front. Maybe by either Nichushkin or Ross Colton. But regardless of who scored it, the Avalanche are on the board. It's 4-1. Assist on that Pelech goal are from Barzal and Lee. Still waiting for the NHL to update the Avalanche's first goal. Puck is cleared down low to the Colorado zone. Now battling for it, McKinnon. Fed out to center here, Lehkonen. Lehkonen to Tays. Tays will take it through center. Back now behind the net, Landeskog with it. Intercepted there by Horvat, who will clear it out to center. And Colorado will regroup. Makar will move it through center. It's intercepted there by the Islanders. Back then for Landeskog. So the goal will go to Nichushkin, assisted by Malinsky. Now Lehkonen pass in front, and it goes wide of Sorokin. Cleared back up to the point. Makar to Lehkonen. Lehkonen tries shooting it on net. Goes back down behind the net now to Natchez here. And intercepted by Holmstrom, who will get it up then for Horvat. Holmstrom, a chance. Save. Rebound is kicked away then by Burns. Back up to the point then. Mitchell, a shot. And it goes wide. Here's Burns now on the right side. Back for Olofsson. Avalanche take it through center. Natchez gets in front. Save. Puck's in front. They score! I think Marty Natchez got that one through to Nathan McKinnon. And don't look now, but the Avalanche are within 2. And what a play by Holmstrom the other way to get that shot on goal. It's a good save regardless. by Blackwood, and then Natchez comes right in, feeds a pass in front. It goes off of Mitchell and into the back of the net. Bad luck there by Travis Mitchell, but Marty Natchez with a goal, and all of a sudden, the Avalanche are within 2 with over half a game to go. Islanders have the puck. D'Angelo over then for Pelech now through center. Islanders bring it back in. A shot goes up in the air and out of play on a chance there from Gatcombe. And we will go to commercial break. The Avalanche with 2 quick ones. The Islanders with 1 as well. It's 4-2. I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens here. I appreciate all of you guys who have tuned in, though. Be sure to like the stream as well to upset with the engagement. Almost at 500 views here on this one. So thank you. That's very much so appreciated. I do make a goal for every stream, the view goal. I don't really follow it that much, but today is 625. Should be able to reach that since we're already at 500. Again, if there's any team that's going to come back from a deficit like this, it would be the Avalanche. So that is Marty Natchez's 14th goal of the season, unassisted, at least as of right now. I'm not sure if it does do the assist count if it goes off a skate of a player and in? I've never kept track of that. Regardless, shots are 28-23. So there goes the shutout. Blackwood 857. Soroka 913. Face off here now in the Colorado zone. Shots are 28-23 in favor of the Islanders. Barzal versus Nelson. Face off one here by the Avalanche. They'll fight for it here in the corner. Lee alongside Burns. Nelson tried to feed that one up to the point on the right side. Barzal trying to get that one free. Burns gets it through. Pass in front there to Colton. Over then for Manson. And that's an icing against the Avalanche, and the faceoff will come back into the Colorado zone. Face-off here now is won by the Islanders. They will regroup now in their own end. D'Angelo in the Islanders zone. Pass to center. Brought in then by Barzal. Puck will slide down low. Manson battling for it. Assist on that Natchez goaler from Olofsson and Burns. Puck in front now on Blackwood. He'll make the save as Anders Lee was jabbing at it, but it was not meant to be. Shots are 29-23 in favor of the Islanders, who keep getting shots on goal. 8:54 remaining. Horvat versus McKinnon. McKinnon wins the draw, back then to Lehkonen. Lehkonen banks it off the boards, now Landeskog to center. It's intercepted then by Horvat. Horvat backhands it down low. Over then for Shabanov on the right side. Over then for Heineman, who's hit there by Landeskog. Now Nathan McKinnon McKinnon with some speed into the zone, passes it over. It goes off an Islander, but the Avalanche do get it still. Now McKinnon back again behind the net. He falls on his own feet. Now he's back down low on the right side. Malinsky will rush in for it. Taken back then by the Islanders. Kept in the zone then by Colorado. Lehkonen waits, fires it, and it goes wide. Malinsky now behind the net. Puck goes up and out of play. What's up, Kai? What's up, Kyle? Welcome to the stream. Go Avs, go. Love to hear that. It's a 4-2 lead for New York right now, though, so we'll see what happens here in these coming minutes. Face-off here now won by the Avalanche. Shot from Makar at the point is denied there by Sorokin. Natchez will dump it back down low. Drury gets tied up now in the corner. Puck comes free then for New York as they will rush it the other way. It's intercepted there by McKinnon. Back then over for Olofsson. He'll bring that one into the zone. Now on the right side, Drury battling forward with Natchez. Down low now in the corner. 7:40 to go in the middle frame. DeAngelo battling for it. Puck will come free. Up to the point. Waiting Makar. Shoots it. It's blocked off of Duclair. And back out to center. 29-24 the shots on goal. Puck dump back into the Avalanche zone. McLean now battling for it with Devon Toews, who is also a former New York Islander. Many forget that. Makar now to the right side. Kiviranta will dump that one into the New York zone. Many forget that as he was traded after his rookie year, I believe, or first 2 seasons. One of the Lou Lamoriello moves that was, Burns. To the right side now as Manson will move that one through center ice. He'll break it into the zone. Poke checked away then by the Islanders. They will clear that one out of the zone. Racing forward with speed is Zizeek as he trips on his own feet. And now Manson gets it back. Josh Manson off the boards. It's dumped back into the Islanders zone. Sorokin behind the net now to Mayfield. Pass to center. At the point now, Colorado cannot keep that one in. So they'll come back to their own zone and regroup. Girard back to Malinsky. Puck will slide back out to center now as Ross Colton will play that one out. Barzal gets it back. He'll dump it into the Avalanche zone. Now Tisplikov battling forward with Colton. Lee fighting with Malinsky here as well. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Barzal will just resort to dumping that one down low. Tisplikov now to the point. DeAngelo pass down low now to Barzal. Doesn't have any room. They're looking for a shot on goal, but the Avalanche have locked them down here these last few minutes. Barzal a shot. And it's blocked there by Lee. Taken back then by the Avalanche. Banked off the boards here to center. Barzal drops it over then for DeAngelo. DeAngelo pass up then to Shabanov. Shabanov to Horvat in front. Save. Rebounds there in front. It slides past the crease. And the Avalanche get it back. Lehkonen. Here they come the other way. Landeskog. Pass over then for Nelson. He loses it. And here come the Islanders the other way. It's Horvat to Shabanov. In the zone now. Moves to center. A shot. Goes above Blackwood. And back down low to the corner. Now Heineman takes it back. And feeds it up to the point. Now behind the net. Heineman feeds it in front. And stolen back then by Landeskog. And racing forward is Toews. 2-0 the other way. Toews in Lehkonen. A shot. Saved there by Sorokin. And the rebound is kicked away. Toews now battling for it down low. Puck gets cleared back up. And out to center ice. And the Avalanche will regroup. And we have a hand pass here, it looks like. And there's been pressure from both sides. Some back and forth action these last couple of minutes. The Islanders have a 2-goal lead. Let's go Avs. Love to hear that. So 4-2 Colorado, 4-2 New York here in the second period. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We do these commentary streams every single week, so it is greatly appreciated. Good 2-on-1 there by the Avalanche. Big save by Sorokin on Lehkonen with his pad. If that puck went through and it's suddenly a 3-1 game, then the Islanders might be quibbling in their boots here, but it stays a 2-goal lead, at least for now. The Islanders have heavily outshot the Avalanche here in this second period. Shots on goal have been 14-5 just in this period alone, as the Islanders have been playing very well despite allowing 2 goals. Puck cleared down low into the New York zone. Gatcomb trying to clear. It's kept in, though, by the Avs. Stolen back quickly then by the Islanders. Schaefer intercepted. Avalanche get it right back in. McKinnon will drop it back. Intercepted there by Cizikas. He'll clear that one off the boards. Back down low into the Avalanche end. Now then over for Tays. Tays will fire that one back into the New York zone. And they'll battle for it here on the right side. Let's go Avs. Love to hear that. Let's see if they can get the comeback. Shots are 30-24. Less than 4 minutes remaining here in the second. Pelech will clear that one back into the Colorado zone. Brent Burns drops it down low then for Manson. Josh Manson behind the Avalanche net, over back for Burns, who will clear over then for Kiviranta back to center. And stolen back then quickly again by Barzal. Barzal shoots it down low. Broken up then quickly by Olofsson. Clear back out to center. Pelech. Back over then for Lee. Lee brings it into the zone. Tisplikov racing for it, battling alongside Manson. And Burns is there as well. Kick back off the boards then through the zone. Manson to Olofsson, who will clear it back down low. D'Angelo to Holmstrom. Back to Lee. Over then for Matthew Schaefer, who brings it into the zone. He gets hit off of Malinsky now on the right side. Played back over then for Colorado. Jury dumps it into the Islanders zone. McKinnon now battling for it alongside D'Angelo. Barzal gets it back. They will clear to center. And Colorado will control the puck. Avalanche, if they could get offensive zone opportunities, they could get some real chances here. But the Islanders have played sound defense. And there also is a mix of some bad luck. Here's Nichushkin now down the right side. Pass in front then. Nelson brought over a shot. And saved there by Sorokin on Nichushkin. And now Duclair to Ritchie. Into the zone. Duclair now on the right side. Try dropping it back down low. Ritchie gets it back. Looks. Will deke around. Fed up to the point. Mayfield down low. A shot. Slides around Duclair and stolen back then. And cleared out to center. Delayed offsides here for New York. And they do touch it. Oh, not 265. No. So less than 2 minutes to go here. A lot of goals in this second period. 4 total, 6 in the game. Seeing a lot of goals be scored here tonight. This is the tied for the most goals Sorokin has allowed in a single game in a live commentary stream. Still playing well regardless as a 9-20. Could see a 5-4 win for New York. Yeah, we'll see. Still a lot of hockey to be played. Heineman, pass in front, a shot, save by Blackwood again. On a big chance there for Shabanov. And he was taken down on that play, and the Islanders will get a power play off of that. So a chance there from Shabanov. He falls, and New York will get their 4th power play tonight. The Islanders have gotten a lot of power play opportunities. The Avalanche have only gotten 1 so far. So they will carry this into the 3rd period for 2 seconds. Or, sorry, 12 seconds if we do get to that point. Face-off here now won by the Avs. Islanders try and get it back. Barzal in front! And it goes wide. A big chance there. Down low for, I think that was Horvat. Well, I couldn't really tell. But now Barzal gets it back. Barzal to Horvat on the right side. 4th power play for New York tonight. Shabanov down low. Cleared up to the point. Barzal dekes around. Brings it in. Dekes through. What a play. He scores! Matt Barzal. What a play. What a goal. It's on the power play. 5-2 New York. And just like Will Smith the other night, sometimes you got to just sit back and be like, wow. What a play by Barzal. Horvat throws it around the boards to Shabanov. He gives it up to Barzal. He dekes around Drury. He dekes around Burns. A backhand there on Blackwood. What a play by Matt Barzal, just watching that back. Wow. Barzal is 8th goal of the season. And it's 5-2 New York. At the point now, Pellick's shot is saved there by Blackwood. Now down low here behind the net. Gatcombe battling for it. Fed up to the point to Pellick. Pellick to the right side. A shot there from Pulak is cleared back down low. Suzuki is now behind the net to Gatcombe. Gatcombe looking for options. Trying to feed that one up to the point. Doesn't have enough room. It's stolen back then by McLean on the right side. 30 seconds left here in this period. Assist on that Barzal goal from Shabanov and Horvat. Islanders get the puck back. Avalanche get the puck back. Nelson to Nichushkin. Still getting mixed up there. Intercepted now by the Islanders. Here comes Holmstrom the other way. Holmstrom dekes it into the zone. That's Barzal's 3rd point of the night, by the way. 10 seconds left. Nelson, as the Avalanche break it in. Makara shot. It goes over Sorokin, back down low. Nelson a chance. And not enough time. 3 goals by New York in that period. 2 by Colorado. They have a 5-2 lead heading into the 2nd intermission. A lot to be happy with here from the New York Islanders. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of the 3rd period momentarily. But it seems like the Islanders may have this one in the bag. All right, so I got a ton of work to do in this period now with the amount of goals that were scored. So I'll pull up the chat on the stream. Got to do some clips. Got to do also a update the all-time stat sheet. Man, 5th goal of that 2nd period. That was a crazy period. Prayers up to those who have Colorado betting. All right. All right, let's do the Bo Horvat goal first. So let's see what happens here in this third period. But the Islanders are 20 minutes away from giving the Avalanche their second regulation loss. And this will be the first time they will not get a single point in a game since October, which is insane to think. The amount of points this team has garnered and how this will only be the second time this year where they won't get a single point is crazy. All right, just update this super quick. Back up then for Schaefer on the right side. 3-on-2. It. Save rebound. New York. New York. Back up then for Schaefer on the right side. Then for Schaefer on the right side. 3-on-2. Schaefer breaks it in on the right side. 3-on-2. Schaefer breaks it into the zone. Horvat moves in, fires it. Save rebound there in front. They shoot at it, and it comes free. Schaefer another chance. They rebound. They score. And it comes free. Schaefer another chance. They rebound. They out there. And it comes free. Schaefer another chance. They rebound. They score. Whoa, Horvat, the guy who can't stop scoring. It's 3-0 New York. Stop scoring. It's 3-0 New York. 3-0. It's 3-0. Trying to edit this. All right, perfect. That's one of the two clips. I got the Barzal one and the Horvat goal that I wanted to upload. Horvat moves in, fires it, save rebound there in front. They shoot at it, and it comes free. Schaefer another chance, they rebound, they score! Whoa, Horvat!
So this guy really.
So this guy. All right, Islanders with a 3-goal lead after 40 minutes. Is there any chance the Avs come back? Cool stream because you insert the live time. I've been trying to figure out a way how. I'm hoping, so I'm trying to figure out a way how I can do that. I'm hoping to have that fully in here by 2026. I have been looking at it, just like, you know, it is a little bit complicated, but I can promise you by the beginning of 2026. So sorry, I can't this game, but by the beginning of 2026, I think I'm going to have that as a full feature. Because I do get people asking that question, and it would be cooler to have that. The only thing is, though, I got to remember to stop the damn clock when it is, when that starts. So I would have to do a couple test runs, maybe do it for a period or two. But yeah, I think I'm going to start implementing that soon. Capture your stream and cut out where the time is. That's true. I can do that. Yeah, I don't want to do it right now, but I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good idea. The only problem is, though, it is a little bit ahead. But yeah, I could do that, I suppose. Yeah, it probably is. I'll add that in for next stream. Thank you, though. I didn't even think about that. All right, I got to update. Add this next part. I just don't know I hope my computer can handle it. That's the only problem. All right, still in second intermission. All right. No.
It's the government. So
Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below if you're new. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. We are only 110 away. So every sub counts. We're going to come real close. if we do hit it. Gonna come real close. So I do want to say this. The Avalanche, this is the best team in the NHL. They have scored the most goals in the NHL. I would not put it past them to somehow find a way to come back into this game. I would not be shocked. All right, perfect. All right, let's add all the stats into the scoring sheet. Getting closer to the third period here in New York. Again, we do have a later stream tonight. We are doing Blackhawks and Kings as the midnight graveyard, quote unquote, slate, the later slate. Barzal with 3 points tonight, too. All right, still updating this stat sheet real quick, guys. We will be back for the start of the third period in a moment. Talk about an ass whooping. Avalanche suck tonight. They must owe the books some money. I guess so. They were bound to lose in regulation at some point. There's still time, though, to come back. I'm not holding my breath just yet. We do forget this is the best team in the NHL, so anything can happen. All right, one more goal. Barzal now with 5 points in live commentary streams. That is Maxim Shabanov's first point in a live commentary stream. As we get ready here for the start of the third period in New York. Second period recap. The goals were scored by Bo Horvat, Adam Pelech, Valerie Nichushkin, Marty Necas, and Matt Barzal in that second period. As we get ready for the start of the third tonight, the Islanders looking to hand the Avalanche their second regulation loss of the season. Only in the third month of the year already. It's been unbelievable how less times the Avalanche have lost in regulation. It is absolutely insane. But this is one hell of a team. And the Islanders are giving it to them right now. So regardless of whether they win this game or not, they should be very happy they're even remotely close in this game. All right, let's get ready here for the start of the third period. It'll be Barzal, who has 3 points tonight, taking the opening faceoff against his former teammate Nelson. And we are ready here to start the third period. Faceoff won by the Avalanche here, backhanded down into the Islanders zone. Behind the net now racing forward is Nelson on the right side. Stolen back then at the point. Landeskog's shot goes up and above Sorokin. Kept in the zone though. Down low, Gabriel Landeskog on the right side. Waits. Fed to the point now. Manson to Burns a shot. That one goes off an Islander now. Tisplikov banks it off the boards, and Manson re-intercepts it. It's dumped back into the New York zone. Sorokin now back over to DeAngelo. Tony DeAngelo moving it through the New York zone. Pass back now to Shabanov on the right side. Goes on Blackwood, but it'll be an icing. And puck will come back into the Islanders zone. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Pelech getting his skates checked. Face off here now outside of the Colorado zone is won by the Islanders. Schaefer now takes it back for New York. He'll regroup in the Islanders' end. Pass back out to center. McKinnon on the right side will pick up that puck. Over them for Lehkonen. Lehkonen back to McKinnon. McKinnon waits. Moves to center. Shoots it. It's blocked in front. Rebound there for Taze as he fans on that one. Necas to the point. Makar moves in. Shoots it. Goes wide of Sorokin. Taken back then by Nelson. At the point now, Makar down low. They score! Passing plays there. It's Arturi Lehkonen. And the Avalanche are back within 2. So the Avalanche are back within 2 goals, and you give them room, they will take advantage. Arturi Lehkonen, his 10th goal of the season. The Avalanche find themselves back within 2 goals. Here's Parker Kelly now on the right side. Islanders get it back here. They move it through center. Holmstrom into the zone. Down low. Pass up to the point. Is swiftly intercepted then by Colorado. Olofsson banks it off the boards. Now Mitchell battling forward alongside Mayfield, who will look to bank it up to the point. Now Girard shoots it. It goes off of Mitchell and back over then for Ritchie. To the right side now, Mayfield with it. Assist on that Nichushkin, or that Lehkonen goal from Makar and Natchez. Girard holds it here in the Avalanche zone. Landeskog. Pass out to center is swiftly intercepted. Now the Islanders get it back. And McLean has tied up now as two players go down in the corner. Play comes away from it. Nichushkin through center. A shot goes wide. Now down low here. Fed up to the point. Manson. Cleared back down low then for Landeskog. Nelson here on the right side. Brock Nelson behind the net. Feeds it up to the point. Manson a shot. Save there by Sorokin from the point. Shots are 32-28. Sorokin before this game has not allowed more than 2 goals. He's been fun to watch. So the Avalanche are within 2 goals. Again, as I said, if there's any team in the NHL that I would see coming back in a deficit like this, it would be the Avalanche. So I'm not that surprised. Face off now in the Islanders zone. It'll be Bardakov who wins the draw. Malinsky to center, a shot. And it goes wide of Sorokin then on the right side. Now here come the Islanders. Holmstrom through the zone. It's taken back then by Bardakov, who will dump it down low. Racing for it now is Kiviranta. Puck goes up in the air. Islanders trying to clear. Holmstrom here now through center. Stolen back then on the right side by Malinsky. Girard to center. Ross Colton races forward. It's not enough. He doesn't get that puck. It's an icing. About to reach 800 views on the stream. Thank you guys so much. Islanders cannot let the Avalanche get any time in their defensive zone. Face off. Won by the Avalanche. Girard banks it off the boards back out to center. Pulak will drop it back for Schaefer. Schaefer through center. Clears it in. Tisplikov now battling forward. He gets that puck back up to the point. Pelech on the right side. Slap shot is blocked. It stays in the zone. And now down low, Girard. Behind the net now, Malinsky. Cleared out to center. And back into the Islanders zone. Sorokin will hold that puck. Back then for Schaefer down low, who will look for options. Schaefer feeds a stretch pass back into the Colorado zone. Now McKinnon will get it back to Makar. Over then for Taze. Avalanche need another goal. They need 2 more, actually. D'Angelo in the New York zone. Pelech battling for it. Horvat steals it back. Cleared out to center. Intercepted then by McKinnon. To Makar to Taze. Taze through to center. Back up then for Heineman. 3-on-3 now. Horvat into the zone. A shot saved by Blackwood. Rebound is down low. McKinnon has the puck now. And he'll drop it back then for Taze as the Avalanche will regroup here once again. Taze tried to pass it through center. It's intercepted there by the Islanders. Banked off the boards. Racing for it now the other way. Manson trying to get there down low. Longside Cizikas. Taze. Stretch pass up. McLean now will battle for that one again. It's back into the Colorado zone. Now Drury will bring it through. It's intercepted. Here comes McLean now the other way. McLean battling forward with Manson will get tied up, and Brent Burns will come in and steal that puck. And the Islanders are not letting the Avs get out of their own zone. Good for them. Shots are 33-29. Puck is dumped back down low. Pulak now battling forward with Nelson. Trying to feed that one to center. And Schaefer here with some speed. Feeds a pass to Ritchie. It's too far ahead. It'll slide back into the Avalanche zone. Now Girard on the right side. Nelson pass to Landeskog. Nelson gets it back. He'll bank it down low then for Nichushkin. Backhanded then for Girard. He can't get that pass either. To Landeskog now at the point of shot. Saved by Sorokin. He has that in his pads. And 14:04 left to go in the final period of this 7 o'clock matchup on the East Coast. $13:54 left to go. Islanders lead, tied for 5th in Islanders history. Pelech's first goal since February 20th of 2024. Wow. He didn't have any goals last year? That's insane. Horvat now versus McKinnon. Face-off won now by the Islanders. Pelech. Behind the net now, here come the Islanders. Heineman now the other way. Heineman to the right side. A shot. Stopped by Blackwood. Goaltenders' save percentages here tonight. You highlight the Avalanche. Mackenzie Blackwood, 29 saves on 34 shots. Has an .853 save percentage. Sorokin has a .900. And somebody who has a .946, I can already tell you he's likely going to drop down if those numbers stay the same. Islanders should have this game, though. Just got to hope for the best. (5-3) Islanders lead. Go Avs. Let's see if they can come back. Longest into season with one regulation loss was the 79-80 Philadelphia Flyers. The Avalanche are just 11 games back of tying that. And that obviously comes in the season where the Flyers went like 37 games without a loss. The push for Colorado is going to come soon. It may have already started. Face-off here now in the Avalanche zone. Battling forward here behind the net. Makar breaks it free. Cleared out to center now. McKinnon. Cross pass then to Natchez is quickly blocked. And now Horvat will dump that one down low into the Avalanche zone. Pass in front now for Heineman. And the Islanders are keeping the Avalanche in their own zone here for most of this period. Shots are 34-30. It's been a lot of shots for both sides, 64 total. Here's Taves now into the zone to the right side over then for Kelly. Puck behind the net now splinted up then for Lee. Cleared back out to center. Avalanche will regroup. Natchez to the right side, intercepted there by Tisplikov. Now they have it down low. Tisplikov, pass in front. Horvat dekes around a backhand. Goes high above Blackwood as he almost had his second goal of the game. Now here comes Girard. Girard through center. Colorado will clear that one into the Islanders zone. Sorokin now plays it back out in front. As Kiviranta will fight for that puck. Kelly now on the right side to Barzal. Barzal will clear down the other way. And it'll be an icing. Shots are 31-34. 12:08 left. We will be live for Kings and Blackhawks, which is the later slate tonight. Starting goaltenders in that game, Spencer Knight versus Darcy Kemper, two of the better goaltenders when we live stream them. Blackhawks looking for their first win in a live commentary stream. Burns at the point now, a shot from Manson, save there. Now Barzal will move it back the other way. Barzal through the zone, backhands that one into the Avalanche end. Brent Burns now takes it back. Burns clears it in down low. D'Angelo backhands it around then for Landeskog. Schaefer battling forward as well. Puck dangles up in the air. It goes out of play. Avalanche won a penalty. And they're going to talk about this, the officials, that is. And it looks like there will be a penalty. Matthew Schaefer, 2 minutes delay of game penalty. And here is Colorado's chance. Things just got very, very interesting. The Avalanche have not had a power play for a long period of time, that is. They did have a short power play, but this is actually a full-blown power play they're going to have here for 2 minutes for the first time tonight. And they will have a chance to make it a one-goal game. Face-off. Won by the Islanders. Pelech gets it back immediately and clears it down the other way. Makar drops it back. Natchez brings it through center. Here's some defense chance here in the UBS Arena. McKinnon now back to Lehkonen. Battling for it down low with Pelech. Backhanded up. And now the Islanders break it the other way. 2-on-2. Horvat gains the red line. Back into the zone. Holmstrom in front. Horvat! Saved by Blackwood. Huge shorthanded chance there. And Horvat clears back into his own team's zone. Mayfield will just clear it back into the Avalanche zone. Good handling here by New York. They're not giving Colorado anything. Makar to Natchez. Natchez tries dropping it back. It's offsides. So they'll have to come back here and regroup at center. Now Makar to Lehkonen. Pass back to McKinnon. Into the zone now. Landeskog will clear it back down low. Tying it up here now on the right side. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Cleared by the Islanders down the other way. It'll count as a shot on Blackwood, as it did go in on him. Now the second unit. Tays to Nelson. To Olofsson. Into the zone now. Nichushkin poke checks it forward. Backhanded over around for Colton. Olofsson. Banked up to the point. Tays. Down low. Olofsson down low. Halfway through the period. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Tays down low. Pass in front. Nichushkin blocked off of a stick. And the Islanders will clear. That will do it for the power play. A huge kill by the Islanders. And they keep this game alive for them. Schaefer out of the box now. Mayfield battling for it down low. D'Angelo backhands it forward. Schaefer now to center. Schaefer will skate it back around and regroup here with his team. And he'll get off the ice. Now it's Tony D'Angelo. Cross pass to center for Lee. He can't get to it in time. Now Blackwood on the right side. Will battle for it here down low. Intercepted then by the Avalanche. Drury is knocked down. Some Avalanche players wanted a penalty on that. They won't get one. Now Kiviranta will bring that one into the zone. Back then for Tisplikov on the right side. Time winding down here in the third period. 8 minutes to go. The Islanders have a 2-goal lead. Drury, pass in front. Kiviranta shoots it wide. Shots are 36-34. Moving into the zone, Malinsky waits back over. Girard shoots that one wide too. Kept in the zone though by the Avs. Kicked away then by New York. And they are forced to regroup. Malinsky breaks it through the zone. Sam Malinsky here through center. Back to Lehkonen, who clears it in. Schaefer now to Malinsky behind the net. Intercepted then by the Avalanche. Puck goes up in the air and out of play off of a deflected stick. 8:17 left to go here in the third period. Shots are 36-34. The Islanders have a 2-goal lead. It's been one hell of a game for both teams. A lot of shots on both sides, and so far, Ilya Sorokin has made more stops. This bitch is eating my Hot Pockets. So we'll be live in about a half hour or so for Blackhawks and Kings. So don't go away. We will end this stream, start a new one. (5-3) Islanders here with 8:17 left to go in the third period. Fewest games to 20 points by a teenage defenseman in NHL history. Schaefer is tied with Zach Werenski and Dave Babich for third in league history behind Phil Housley and Larry Murphy. That's pretty good company. Just saying. Face-off coming here now in the Islanders zone. Avalanche keep the pressure on. Tays' shot is blocked. At the point, another shot is also blocked, and the Islanders will get that one back. Chabanov will clear out to center. And the Avs are still keeping the pressure on. Here's Pulak now. Waits to get onside. Brings it into the zone. Loses the puck quickly. And now the Avalanche will come the other way. Makar through center to McKinnon. Waits. The point. Tays' shot. And it goes wide. McKinnon, another chance, is shot wide there as well. Islanders battling for that puck. Now Makar will get it back in the neutral zone. Through center now as Tays battles for it. Intercepted there. And here comes Ritchie the other way. Ritchie with a chance. Pass in front. Nobody's there. Manson gets it back now. And loses control, but Tays will clear it out to center. Puck goes up in the air now. And over for Landeskog. Back to Manson on the right side. Back up to the point. Landeskog tried keeping that one in the zone, but couldn't get it all the way through. Landeskog now on the right side. Dumps it down low. 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Islanders are up by 2. D'Angelo. Over then on the right side as Pelech tries moving it through. Pass out. In front. Duclair on the breakaway. Saved by Blackwood. 1-0 chance there for him. Tisplikov now. And the net comes off from Ritchie, I believe. And they will blow that whistle. That play coming into the zone might have been offsides. It looked like it kind of was. So good chance there by Anthony Duclair on that 1-0 breakaway. And a save by Blackwood. If that puck goes through, that's game. 100%. Shots are 37-34. Face off here now in the Avalanche zone. Manson now behind the Colorado net, back out to center. Landeskog to Burns, intercepted there by Lee on the right side. Manson battling for it down low now. 3-on-3. Olofsson carries it back up to the point. Drury to Olofsson. The Drury now down low. Looking for a clean option here. They can't seem to find one. Now Girard backhands it down low. And the Islanders tried to pressure back the other way, but they could not pick up that puck. Drury to Malinsky. Back to Girard. 6 minutes to go in the third. In the defensive zone now, banked off the boards there by Holmstrom. And not a lot of chances here for either side. The Avalanche, they seem to be looking for the perfect shot and not just shooting it. Other times, they can't even find a way in the zone for an extended period of time. Here's another example. McLean with some room down the other way. A shot saved by Blackwood on the right side. And a nice chance there for Blackwood. 5:38 left to go here in the third period. The Islanders have a 2-goal lead even still. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. We will be live for the only other game going on at 10 p.m. Looking at the goaltender stats here. Blackwood 868. Sorokin 912. All right. Shots are 38-34. Period's moving along slowly but surely. And 5:30 left to go still. A lot of commercials. That's what I've noticed. But some good chances for both teams. Goaltenders have been sharp here most of this third period. Face-off now in the Colorado zone, won by the Islanders. Schaefer cleared back down low, pass in front, and a save again by Blackwood as it goes into his chest. Islanders approaching 40 shots on goal. And there's been plenty of opportunities here. Face-off here in the Colorado zone. Won by the Islanders. Battling forward here now. Avalanche get it back. Makar backhands out to center. Lehkonen down the right side. Drop back to Natchez. Natchez looks. Cleared back down low. Makar trying to bank that one around now behind the net. McKinnon will shoot it on net. It's blocked in front. Puck will stay in the zone. Islanders do get it right back and clear the other way. And now Natchez holds it down low. 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Keep an eye out for Mackenzie Blackwood. They won't pull him now, but soon. Makar up to Nichushkin. Down low in the zone. Pelech battling for it. Nelson trying to clear that one in front. Battling for it now behind the net. Cleared up to the point. Girard waits, fires it. And saved by Sorokin. Rebound is taken away. Up to the point now, Malinsky shoots it. Blocked in front there by D'Angelo. Now Pelech with it will backhand that one into the Colorado zone. Avalanche get it back in their own end. Nichushkin, cross-ice pass. Nelson can't get to it, and it'll be an icing. Feels like this game will never end. Just so many power plays. Face off here now in the Colorado zone. Barzal behind the net. Pass up to the point. A shot. Save. Rebounds on the crease there for Blackwood. And the Avalanche will clear that one away. Nichushkin now the other way. Clears it into the zone. Schaefer battling for it. Now Parker Kelly. Trying to bank that one off the boards. Kelly gets it back. Shot. Saved by Sorokin. Now Tays here on the right side. Drury. Behind the net. As Kiviranta battling for it. Down goes an Islander in the corner. And Pulak was down, and I wonder if that will be a penalty, because they did trip Pulak on that play. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. Shots are 40-35, though. 75 shots in total in this game. There's been a lot of it, and they're going to pull Blackwood. 3:38 left to go. Mackenzie Blackwood is going to the bench. Empty net here for Colorado. Makar at the point now to McKinnon. McKinnon down low on the right side. Natchez shoots it. It's blocked. Now Landeskog down low. Intercepted there by Natchez, who will bank it off the boards. Penalty coming up here for the Islanders. Olofsson down low now. Mayfield touches it. And a massive opportunity here for the Avalanche. The Islanders are not happy with that call. But it doesn't matter what they think. The Avalanche are going to get a 6-on-4 power play. This is absolutely huge. And the stream just reached 1,000 views. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, that's a trip. 6-on-4. McKinnon, a shot, block, rebound, saved by Sorokin. Back behind the net now, Natchez to the right side. 6-on-4 for Colorado. Makar to McKinnon. McKinnon looks to the point now to Makar. Makar, a shot. It goes back down low to the corner. Avalanche need 2 with 3 minutes to go. Olofsson to the point now to Makar. To McKinnon. A shot. Saved by Sorokin with the chest. 1:31 left on the penalty. 2:49 left in the period. The Islanders will play shorthanded for probably the rest of the game. Unless if they do get an empty net goal. 2:49. Shots are 40-37. Landeskog will lose the draw. Down low now behind the net. Pelech trying to get to it. Battling alongside Natchez. Pelech will gain the zone. Horvat now at the red line. Pass forward is intercepted. Delayed offsides now for the Islanders. I just broke my pen. Puck back out at center ice. 1:13 to go here now in the third period. Natchez to the right side to the point. Makar moves in. Pass to the right side. Down low. Olofsson. Pass in front. And it's kicked away there and it comes out. Halfway through the power play. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Natchez through center ice. Breaks it in. Drops it back. Abs trying to move it to center. McKinnon brings it in. Waits To the point now, Makar to McKinnon. Saved by Sorokin. He had no chance. Lehkonen now battling for it. McKinnon gets it back. McKinnon a shot. And that one is denied down low. Back now up to the point. Islanders will clear it out of the zone. Racing for it is Holmstrom, but Makar gets to it first. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Still an empty net now for Colorado. Natchez to McKinnon. Down low. A shot. They fan on the puck. It's kicked away and cleared out to neutral zone. That will do it for the power play. Still an empty net. Pass in front, intercepted. They clear into the empty net. It's 6-3 New York. Casey Zizekas gets the empty net goal. His second of the season. And it's 6-3 Islanders. New York will give Colorado their first regulation loss in nearly 2 months. Unbelievable. Heading into the last minute of play now in this third period. Casey Zizekas, the empty net goal. Now Travis Mitchell will hold it here for the Islanders. Last minute of play in the third period. Islanders just holding it in their own zone. They don't really need to do much else. Puck is tipped back into the Colorado end. 45 seconds to go. The Islanders will go and face off against Tampa Bay on Friday. The Avalanche will continue their East Coast road trip. 25 seconds left. Manson here now through the zone. Mayfield to the right side now. 15 seconds left as the Islanders hold the puck. They are getting a standing ovation from their fans. There are only 2 teams to beat Colorado in regulation this season. One of them was the Boston Bruins, and the other was the New York Islanders. Final score, the Islanders 6 and the Avalanche 3. And we got a fight here at center ice. There hasn't been a lot of physicality tonight, and now we're seeing some here at the end. This is the Avalanche's first regulation loss since October. Unbelievable. What a great stream to be a part of. What a great stream. What a game to commentate. Thank you all so much. We have to get ready for Blackhawks and Kings up next. But regardless, that'll do it for us, as the Islanders and the Avalanche are really going at it here. Oh, brother. But the Islanders, a massive win over the best team in the NHL. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next stream.